Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and today I have some super duper duper exciting news for you guys, right? A new promo has been leaked in quotation marks. Honestly, I have no idea where this guy gets it, but I got it from an outside source, and I will leave the link down in the description. So, this was a new promo for Is Another Mystery. Now, I'm going to play the promo for you guys just so that you can go watch it, and then we'll move on to the analysis part of this video.
On an all-new Star, just talk to me. A love grows stronger.
Star!
Almost!
Buffrog is gone!
What? We gotta find him, Buffrog!
Hey, Buffrog!
Hello? Hello?
Buffrog!
I've got a really bad feeling about this. This is troubling.
I have message for you. Stop looking for Buffrog.
All new, Saturday at 11 on Disney XD.
Now that you've watched the promo, it is pretty exciting, because in the very beginning, we see some Tom Star action, right? Yeah. And I just realized that as I'm like saying, yeah, like it makes me sound like I ship Tom Star, but no, I don't actually ship Tom Star. And the reason why I'm like yeahing about it is because it looks like they're sad and they're about to break up. So maybe the end of Tom Star this soon, and I wouldn't expect it to be an Is Another Mystery. I was expecting this to be a filler, but no, it has some shipping stuff in it, in the very beginning at least. Now, I didn't detect anything that was like outside of Is Another Mystery, so I'm assuming that this promo is strictly for Is Another Mystery. So we see in the very first clip, it's Tom and Star on a balcony, and Tom is saying, "Just talk to me," while he holds Star's hand, or attempts to, and Star is looking sad, like she's disappointed in Tom, or something like that. Now, we don't know what is going on. Maybe she was disappointed because of the trial not going according to plan. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she said that Eclipse got crystallized again. These are all valid questions because we don't know when Marco Jr. is taking place. It could be taking place at the exact same time as the trial, just like, just two separate... You know what? Scratch that. I just realized that Marco Jr. is the second part to this episode, not the second part to Butterfly Trap. So maybe something happens with Ludo, or where Star and Marco interact and are sad or something like that during Ludo Where Art Thou that's causing Star to be this sad. Now, honestly, I don't like to see Star be sad, but let's hope that it is because she's breaking up with Tom, which would be a miracle for most of us. A lot of us, I should say. I think a decent amount of people support other ships as well. And in the background, we hear "A Love Grows Stronger." Now, I don't know about you guys, but this sounds extremely like Tad. If you guys don't know Tad, he is Kelly's ex, or unless they got back together, I'm not exactly too sure, but I'm assuming that they're broken up again. And it seriously sounds like Tad. This could just be a coincidence, but it seriously sounds like Tad. And he says, "A love grows stronger." And then Marco interrupts their little scene, and they are all like surprised, like, oh, what just happened? By Marco screaming out "Star." And then Tad, I'm just going to call the person Tad, because it sounds like Tad, says "almost," and then Marco comes running in, screaming "Buffrog is gone." Now, from this clip right here, we can see that Marco actually has Glossric in like one of those little baby things, and Glossric is sleeping. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's a little bit weird. Like, maybe Star is giving more responsibility to Marco because he is her squire. I don't know, just an interesting thought. And then we hear Star say, "What? We gotta find him." And look at Tom in this scene. He is obviously looking disappointed. And this is pretty interesting because Tom was like, oh, I need to start upping my game, and with Marco getting in my way, I am not going to be able to do that, and Star is going to break up with me. So, Tom is, I think, getting a little bit irritated. So this means that Tom will probably revolt against Marco here soon if this keeps on happening. So there's a lot of clips that could go on really fast, and they're all just like of Star or Marco screaming for Buffrog, trying to look for him. And this first one is Star going over to Buffrog's hut, knocking on the door, and we can see Tom walking behind Star, looking sad again, because he doesn't obviously want to be doing this. So you know what? Maybe Tom will be the one who breaks up with Star. And you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense, because if you guys remember, or if you haven't seen, my Too Little Too Late analysis, that pretty much predicted the future. It said we spiraled high on a gust of love, and Tom and Star spiraled high on a gust of love during the Silver Bell Ball. And pretty much, in the song, it makes sense for Tom to be breaking up with Star, or vice versa. So either one will break up with each other, because it says, until the day you broke my heart. So this might be Tom singing this part of the song, being like, oh, you broke my heart, Star, from not paying any attention to me, and I will just be like breaking up with you now. It's not right. And honestly, this will be the perfect way. We do know that their breakup is confirmed as long as the songs predict the future, because so far the songs have predicted the future on many things, and I think this is another one of those things. And then the next one cuts to Marco looking inside of Bullfrog's office in the castle, because as we know, Bullfrog was announced the new monster expert. So Marco's checking in there to see if he's there. Then it cuts to Star and Tom screaming hello. Actually, only Star screaming. Tom is just looking sad and miserable. He's like, I don't want to be here. And Star's just like screaming, and then we hear her echo as the transition cuts over to another scene where it's Tom and Star looking inside of a house. Now at the very left we can see some vegetables there, and Star is looking sad and Tom is looking intrigued. And then it cuts to Marco running off down the stairs, which I'm assuming that this is just cutting back to when they're about to go off in the very beginning versus before this cut, because the promo, they can put any clips in any random direction. Like, all these clips could happen at the end of the episode. Now that's not going to happen, but I'm just saying that they could do that for the promo. So then it cuts to Star and Tom being like, oh, I have a really bad feeling about this. And Star is holding some sort of like toy. Now this could be like one of Bullfrog's children's toy, or maybe just someone else's in the village, because it's seeming like the village is abandoned, because when Star back in that earlier clip was like hello, it seemed like no one was there. And then, as if the magic future of editing and their analysis promo, not analysis, their promo making things, they can cut straight to the part to where the bad feeling starts to kick in. And that's of Star and Tom getting darted with knockout darts. And then it cuts to Tom and Star in like potato sack bags, and their horns are poking through. I don't know, that's just pretty cool, I guess. So that's something to note. And then it cuts to 3 monsters around a campfire. Now, what does this mean? Were those previous citizens of the village? I'm assuming so, but I'm not exactly too sure. Maybe these guys took over the village already. We don't really have any idea. And then it cuts to Star sitting up in the sack after her knockout dart wears off. And then the monster from previously on the left is like screaming, like coming up and screaming. I'm assuming that they're doing this right as they wake up and get out of the sack. And then the screen just cuts black. Now this is surprising because there's no clips for a good couple seconds, but there is audio. And I mean, the blackness is just to indicate that Star is underneath the sack, but the voice is a female voice, and the voice says, I have a message for you. Stop looking for Bullfrog, as the bag is getting ripped off of Star's head. Now, this is the exact same accent as Bullfrog, and so this could either be one of 2 people. This could either be 1, Bullfrog's mother, or 2, Bullfrog's wife. Now, this could be his wife, maybe he broke up with her, or maybe a new wife that's protecting him or something, but I doubt that it's a wife. I'm actually thinking that it's his mother. Now, surprisingly enough, we don't actually see a picture or a video clip of Ludo or someone relating to Ludo. Now, I do have an explanation for it, though. The reason why is because we've already seen all of Ludo in Ludo Where Art Thou, which would have come out before this episode. So, well, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen it yet because it's not out yet, but that's just something to... That's why they haven't been showing any more Ludo clips, or they haven't in this promo, because Ludo, we've already seen him. So there's no real hype for Ludo anymore. I mean, there still is for me, because I haven't seen it. Anyway, put your guys' thoughts and comments down in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you guys here at Cartoon Apocalypse. And we are super excited because just in 2 more days, or at least maybe like 1 more day, depending on when this video is out, there will be new episodes out Sunday. And so on Sunday, there will be a new video out, talking about the new episodes that came out that day, and it's going to be super exciting, super hype. All of March is going to be crazy, but that's going to wrap up today's video, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Wand!